Welcome to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. I'm Chad.
I'm Dale.
We're coming at you Thursday night live after the Leafs beat the Washington Capitals 7-3. Should I do one of these? Leafs win. Should I do one of those?
Yeah, why not?
All right, I just did. Anyway, if you like this podcast, give us a like on YouTube at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. Check out our Facebook page at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast or Instagram at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. Hit like on all of them. Hit subscribe on YouTube and check out our live streams. But after a debacle against the Sabres, because for some reason we cannot beat the Buffalo Sabres.
Nope.
I don't even want to talk about that game. It was boring as shit. It was terrible. It was awful. The Leafs come out and destroy the Washington Capitals. Just fucking beauty.
Yeah, man. So we're switching it up here, right? Like we are doing a for real post game. We're trying to just get a little bit.
We're getting ready for the playoffs.
Getting ready for the playoffs. So we're doing a post game tonight on the Thursday night before Good Friday. And, the Easter Bunny's going to be hopping around this weekend. And we're going to probably get, some Easter eggs going. And then, you know what? We got a double shot in Ottawa on Saturday. The Islanders are in town on Sunday. We might be back Sunday night with another post game after the Leafs Islanders game, just so we can work out all the kinks before we get to the playoffs.
We have a lot of kinks.
You know what, though? It's getting a little smoother, Chad. Things are getting a little smoother in Tippin land. Little smoother. And I don't know, like, I think I'd rather have it. Like, I don't really like the kinks, man. I like it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth.
From start to finish. Just straight and smooth.
Freshly groomed, freshly smooth. That is how I like it.
I should also note, it's episode 144.
144. It's tough now, we're not used to doing post game. So yeah, it is episode 144 for everyone who's not involved in our YouTube or our live Facebook streams or our Twitch streams.
That's right.
Which you're running, I think. I don't know.
I don't really know what Twitch is. But
shout out to Twitch. I know we're live on Twitch. I don't really even know what Twitch is either, but I know we're there, I think. So
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you said it. Episode 44.
Episode 144.
Episode 144. That's not the first time I've did that. It's hard for me to.
You always drop the one.
I always drop the one. Like going back to our rookie days. Like fucking remember episode. What do you think we were doing in episode 44?
Oh God, I don't even. We were probably just
mustache recap.
Yeah, we were probably just talking about mustache scoring goals.
Did he have the mustache in episode 44? Not sure if he did. That might have been too young.
No, I think he had it.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he had it. We had a really popular episode called 2 a.m. in Arizona after he got caught slapping his butt cheeks outside.
Got caught with his pants down.
We've all been there. That was a really popular episode that we did, and I'm sure he had the mustache then, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a long time ago. I don't know if he had the mustache. That might have been right when.
I know, because I said on that podcast, a mustache will make you do crazy things.
That's right. So I think maybe
it was new.
It was, yeah, I think it was new. I think he just showed up with the mustache. All of a sudden, he's like whipping his pants down.
Yeah, and that happens when you grow. Yep, that happens when you grow a mustache.
Hey, man, look, not the first time I'm sure that's happened, and absolutely guaranteed not the fucking last time that it'll happen. That is 100% for sure. So. Let's start, man. What do you want to do here? Let's go right to the Caps. Well, look at this. They come off of this Buffalo debacle.
Oh, fuck.
Absolutely fucking nuts. Well, I don't want to talk much about the Sabres game, but there are a few things I do want to get into. We'll get into it.
We don't have to recap the game, but
no, we'll get into it later. But mainly, they come off. So I missed the first period of this game. I was out of action. I had a bunch of stuff going today, and I did not get home until around 10 after 8. So I caught the second and the third. I saw Campbell get fucking run, and I didn't see it live. I saw it on replay, and I missed Austin Matthews get an assist on the shout out to the Brunt. Michael Bunting opens the scoring, and on that Michael Bunting goal.
Whoa,
Assisted.
whoa. Somebody did their research and found out what we were doing on episode 44.
No fucking way.
We were talking about the Jack Campbell trade and an OT loss to the Habs.
No way. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I'm taking their word for it because I sure as fuck don't know.
No, that's 100 episodes ago. Like,
Yeah, but we only used to do one like every so often. But
yeah, but I can't remember. Like, when you were, like, 144 isn't a ton, but it's enough to, like, I can't remember what we were doing 100 episodes ago.
it's a long time ago. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
No, I know. I can't
ago.
remember the last episode. Fuck, man. So, no, I can, but, like, we didn't do Saved by the Stash for, like, half the season. It's like a regular thing usually. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we forget sometimes. We
forget, but we're back in the saddle
So,
here.
what was it about the Buffalo game that got under your skin?
Well, hang on. I was getting to Matthews with getting to 100 points here.
Oh, yeah,
So on the Brunt scores 4 minutes in, and it was assist by Marner and assist by Matthews, and Bunting hadn't scored in quite some time, so he gets his 21st of the season, but Matthews gets his 100th point, and he's the first Leaf since Doug Gilmour. Well, he's the only Leaf other than Gilmour and Sittler to reach the 100-point mark, and he's the youngest Toronto Maple Leaf ever to do it. I know, what another fucking surprise. The guy sets another fucking record. Big fucking shocker for Mustache.
Yeah, you surprised?
Not surprised. I am a little surprised that he hasn't scored a goal in a couple games, though. But
I know. He goes just a couple games and everyone's like, is something wrong?
it's weird, man. You see them have these games like 7-3 win when they lost 7-6 to Florida, where they're putting up a lot of offense and it's being like the goals are being scored by other guys, and he doesn't score. Like, they put up 7 goals. They put up 6 goals in the Florida game. They lost, but he wasn't in on the offense in either one of those games. It's weird. It's kind of weird. The high scoring.
He on the goals. Like, he had a couple assists tonight, put him over the 100-point mark. But then, yeah, you're right. And then you see a game like Dallas where it's basically all him.
All him.
He just takes control.
So, and they were talking about this on Overdrive like a couple days ago too. Like, Jeff O'Neill had been talking in the past too about, like, you know, it'd be nice for him to have a B game. He doesn't have a B game. Like, it's either his A game or A minus or whatever. There's no like B game. It's just either he's going. I don't even want to say or he's not, because it's not like he's not going. It's just like he's either. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. He doesn't seem to have a B game. Is that fair to say?
No, I don't think that's fair. I think there's plenty of games where he doesn't really show up, but still ends up popping.
I don't know about. You think there's tons of games where he doesn't show up? I don't know about that.
Well, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it doesn't show up, but isn't his regular Austin Matthews dominating self, but still pops a couple goals or gets a couple assists. Like, even tonight, you know, he didn't stand out. I thought Willie had a game, Bunting had a game, McKayev had a game. Matthews, he was good, but picked up a couple points, got to 100. That's a B game.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Game.
Yep, okay, that's fair. Fair enough. Yeah, so anyway, just, dude, incredible that, like, he gets to it. We knew he was going to get to 100 points, whatever. And, but of course, he does it on a nice Bunting goal, eh? And, yeah, man. So I didn't see this live. Did not see it. Nylander makes it 2-0. I didn't see that one either. So it was 2-0 going into the second. That's where I came into this game. But I saw the highlights of Campbell getting run. I mean, how fucking concerning was that?
That was hugely concerning, especially because we had a Carter Hutton sighting in the Toronto Maple Leaf pads. I mean,
where was he?
He was practicing in Toronto Maple Leaf gear, which means, yeah, there's a picture on the internet, which means this guy is like the Leafs are like, we may need this guy if Campbell gets hurt. That is scary because we are 2 weeks away from the playoffs. I don't know. So, yeah, when I saw Campbell get hit, I thought, oh, my God. And the Leafs didn't really do anything, but I almost felt like the players on the ice were just as concerned.
Well, did you
see? They were just staring at Campbell like, holy fuck, no.
They showed Dubas in the press box. He was blowing a nut.
Well, because if this guy's out long term, you got Shalgren and Hutchinson.
Yeah. Dude, like, yeah, you're Campbell, and you're a Campbell injury and a Shalgren injury away from
Don't
Hutchinson
say it.
and Hutton. So that's the fucking truth, man.
Here's a comment right here from Bernie. This is a good point. I thought this too. Most energy I've seen in that building for a regular season game in a long time. Seemed like the players in the crowd were feeding off each other. I felt that too. It felt like almost like a playoff game.
Well, maybe that's because their coach said they fucking sucked so fucking bad. They had no energy, no nothing against the Sabres, which is absolutely disgraceful. Again, no-show against the Sabres. I don't
3 losses against the Sabres this year.
Fuck,
2 against Arizona. How many against Montreal? 2? 3?
Dude, okay.
Like, you win those games, you're in first place in your division.
Three of 4 games they lost against the Sabres. They've lost twice to Vancouver. They've lost both games to Arizona. 2 out of 4 games to Montreal. 20 points we're talking about. 20 points.
Yeah, you win. See that stat though they put up that out of the teams in the Atlantic Division, they are the best at versus playoff teams.
Okay, great. That's great. I'm glad that is a thing. But guess what? Like,
win the games you should win.
Well, after tonight, like, as of right now, the Florida Panthers are sitting at 110 points, at least have 102 after tonight. The Bruins lost in regulation to the Ottawa Senators. They are currently in the wild card, and Tampa Bay holds the 3rd spot in the Atlantic Division. But 102 points, the Leafs, 2nd spot in the Atlantic. Florida, 110. We just talked about the losses to Montreal, Arizona, Vancouver, Buffalo. Tons of losses. 20 points worth of losses. You win half of those games, Chad. You're right there. You just win half of them, and you're right there with the Panthers / Cougars for 1st spot in the Atlantic Division. So, like, come on, man. It's just like they can say, and there was this fucking thing going around where, like, the players management was concerned. Management was saying something, like, concerned about their losses to these teams. And apparently some of the top guys were like, I don't know, they didn't say who it was specifically, but obviously we know who the top guys are on the team, whether it was Tavares or Marner, Matthews, whoever, saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When it matters, we'll be there and we'll win the games we need to win. Well, okay, that's all well, fine, and good. Win the games you need to win. But, like, those games aren't meaningless games, because guess what? You win half those games, you can win your fucking division instead of probably playing Tampa Bay.
Or, like, they'll probably end up getting 2nd place, but that can put you in a position where 1st round you get Game 7 and you're in Tampa or you're in Boston instead of being in Toronto. Why? Just like you said, because you felt those games were meaningless. You win those points. That's what you're playing for right now. You're playing for that 2nd place because every fucking time they get to a Game 7, it's in the other building, except last year in Montreal, but we don't talk about that series.
No, and listen, man.
They were actually up 3-1. They weren't fucking.
And look, it's not like, okay, cool. Like, you lose to Buffalo. It happens. It happens. 3 out of 4 times, though? I'm sorry. Come on. That just shows to me, like, you're not interested. You're not interested.
Embarrassing losses.
Oh, fuck, man.
Not just little losses. Like, the outdoor game, embarrassed. That game on Tuesday night, fucking embarrassing. This wasn't a 3-2 in overtime or a close defensive game.
No, I know.
This was just, you just didn't show up. You got fucking routed by the Buffalo Sabres.
Wouldn't you think, like, they would want to show up and take it to them once, or, like, at least once?
Yeah, I thought that.
Like,
even last Saturday against Montreal, they came out of the gate like that's what they were going to do, but it ended up being a close game. It shouldn't even be close. There should be nights. The very first game against Buffalo, I think they won 5-1. And then after that, it was all Buffalo.
Yeah. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Anyway, they don't play the Sabres anymore, but there are some concerning games on the schedule right around the corner. Ooh. So, like, I'll throw it on the screen right now. They're 2nd in the Atlantic Division, 48-20-6 after tonight. Their next 2 games, Saturday night in Ottawa, and then Sunday night back home against the New York Islanders. Those are 2 concerning games right there. And then to keep it rolling, they got Philly next, right after those 2 games. Those 3 games, super concerning. And then we head into the last fucking stretch against Tampa Bay, Florida, Washington. The last 5 games of the season, Tampa Bay, Florida, Washington, Detroit, Boston. So at least 4 of those 5 last games of the regular season are against playoff teams. 3 of them are against teams that are right there competing with you in the fucking standings. So we get these next 3 games out of the way, and then we're looking at like, look, this team needs to stop fucking with lineup changes and the D pairs. Come that Tampa Bay. Okay, Ottawa, New York Islanders, Philadelphia. These next 3 games, whatever Sheldon Keefe needs to do, wants to do to get some different looks and whatever he wants to do to try some different things, these next 3 games, and then it fucking ends. It's over.
What about load management?
No, yeah, load management.
What if, like, would you be okay if...
You never want to stop load management.
No,
man.
I know you got to manage the load, but would you be okay if you said, hey, JT, take a rest?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you want him to have everything in place, but it's okay in the final stretch against some of those teams to
It depends where you're at. Like, I think it depends
like,
where you're at.
Obviously, Austin's not coming out because he's trying to get as high as he can in goal scoring and stuff, but maybe some of the older guys, you could just sit them.
You probably could, but like it's all going to depend. If you're fighting for home ice, if Tampa keeps winning and Boston keeps winning,
it's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen because you want to get that second seed, so you're gonna want to play. But what I was going to say was, I'm cool with doing basically whatever you want to do these next 3 games in the lineup. Pair whoever you want with whoever, whatever. But come the 21st of April, Thursday, a week from fucking tonight, actually, that game in Tampa Bay, I want to see a lineup on the ice that looks a hell of a lot like what it's going to look like for game 1 of the playoffs. D pairs, the 4 lines, everything. I want to see quit fucking with it.
What did you think about
let's go.
What did you think about the we'll get back into the game tonight, but what did you think about the pairings? Having Holl as the healthy scratch. I liked it.
Look at okay, I only saw the second and the third period here tonight, but that team looked as good. Okay, Washington was not very good, to be fair.
They were bad.
But like that team in the second and third period that I watched tonight, that team looked as good as they've looked in a fucking very long time. Does that have anything to do with Justin Holl out of the lineup?
Yes.
Hell fucking yes, it does. Of course
it
it fucking does. Of course it does. Come on.
There was no defenseman having to carry dead weight on the team tonight. Everybody was being propped up by their partner.
We'll get back into that in a second. I just took a note after the game. Nick Backstrom made a point to say, his name is Nicholas Backstrom. My phone auto-corrected it and called him Nick Backstroke. It says that in my phone. But anyway.
Like the swimming move?
No, I think like switching his hand up.
Oh, backstroke. Right.
Backstroke? Anyway.
Before we go on, you want to hear a funny Cougar story?
Okay, just wait 1 second. Okay. Nicholas Backstrom said after the game tonight, before we started doing the post game here, he said, this is an actual quote from Nicholas Backstrom. He said, the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight, he said, they were coming much harder than us tonight. That's what he said. That's all he said. That's all he said.
Is he wrong?
No, he said he was asked. One of the reporters he said they were coming much harder than us tonight.
He probably listens to the tip-in.
That's right, Backstroke. You got it. Big time. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear a Cougar story.
All right, quick Cougar story before we get back into the game. So I was at. So today I had to go out. We were talking about this before we went on. I had to go out. I had to go to the beer store because it's a long weekend and tomorrow's closed. So I went into the beer store and I grabbed my case of beer, and there's a lady in there wearing leopard pants.
Oh,
tight leopard pants.
You should have called me immediately.
Like, get down here immediately.
I got something you need to see right now. Toronto.
So she's got like leopard pants, and she's wearing like a jacket that just barely comes to her waist, and she's reaching. I see the back tattoo.
Oh,
and she's
this just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better.
Reaching for the top shelf. I said, "You need a hand grabbing that?" She's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." So I got it down and I handed it to her, and then I'm like, "No problem, anytime." And then, so I take my beer, and then she's checking out behind me, and she's like, "So anytime?" That's what she said as I was leaving. After I paid, she's like, "So anytime?" And I was like, oh my God, if I wasn't married, I could have just went home with tramp stamp Cougar leopard pants.
Leopard pants. That is a dead giveaway right there. Dead giveaway. If you're rocking leopard pants.
She was buying Carling.
Oh, that is another giveaway right there. Perfect, man. Leopard pants, like, yeah. Getting a case of Carling, ready to go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was probably, honest to God, she was probably like 50.
That's perfect. Nothing wrong with
Okay, yeah,
that.
no.
That's perfect. That's prime age, man. That's just, I love that. You should have called me, man. I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. I would have been down there pronto. Pronto. Anyway.
Would have been better
okay.
had she been buying Wildcat.
Oh, fucking right.
That's when you
Wildcat.
know, if you see a lady in the beer store picking up a 6-pack of Labatt Wildcat, that's a Wildcat right there.
How many podcasts in a row do you think we can name something to do with Cougars? Like
Everyone.
Wildcat, something. I forget what the last one was called. On the Prowl, when
Cream of
Cougars
the
attack. Cream of the Crop. That could be related to Cougars, too. You could
Yeah.
relate everything to Cougars, really, if you wanted to.
Anytime. Anytime.
Oh, I love that. I love that, man. So, okay, anyway. So let's get into it here. So the
She also
Toronto
drove a Ford Taurus.
Okay, well, that's not a Cougar thing, is it really?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But let's get back in the game because,
Cougars,
like someone just commented, somebody got their first goal as a Toronto Maple Leaf tonight.
They did. We're going to get to that. So the Leafs beat the Caps 7-3, okay? We had a little bit, like, when I started watching this game, like I said, I missed the first period.
You came in the second?
When I caught this from the beginning of the second period, the shots were like, Campbell, the Capitals only had like 4 shots on net at that fucking point in time. So I was like, what's going on here? Like, I could barely notice Ovechkin out there. Like, this was looking fucking nuts, man. The Leafs were fucking all over them. Anyway, the shots ended up 32-25. So Jack does give up 3 goals on 25 shots. Nothing. I didn't see any crazy goals there. Like nothing bad.
He
Not
stayed
really
in the game after taking a Tom Wilson knee to the head.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm okay
sure.
with this game ending the way it did.
Here is an absolute crazy stat. The Leafs out-hit them 43-39. That never happens. Like literally
they seem
ever.
to get pretty fired up after the Campbell hit.
Well, fuck, good. It shouldn't take for that
shouldn't
to
take that,
happen.
you're right.
But anyway, so Bunting gets it going, his 21st. Nylander scores his 29th, and neither one of them were done. But 2-0 Leafs after the first. Carlson gets a nice goal halfway through the second to make it 2-1, and then the fucking floodgates just opened, and the Leafs just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. Yeah, man. Well, let's not put that comment up. That's a terrible comment. Come on, seriously.
I'm just saying. He's talking
That's a
about
horrible comment.
He's talking about Labushkin.
That is
about this
the least favorite comment I've ever seen. Probably that is not. I don't
Dennis,
like that.
he says you could have nailed a snow leopard, Chad. Just bad time. That's what it is, Dennis.
Okay, we're not reading the comment about Labushkin. Chad, I can't even believe you put that on the screen. Did you not see what that said?
I hit the wrong comment.
Okay. Anyway, Labushkin does score a nice goal. And so they put Labushkin back
His first as a Toronto Maple Leaf.
his first as a Leaf. So quickly, back to the D pairs here. The loss against the Sabres, Sheldon Keefe decides to go back to Riley and Liljegren. Like, okay, we love Timothy Liljegren, but we've seen this look. Like, what are we doing here? Liljegren's first game back in the lineup after being a healthy scratch for a few games, so Justin Holl can, I don't know what the fuck, they can just get another look at Justin Holl like we haven't seen enough. Like, what the fuck is the deal with Giordano and Liljegren played so well together? What do they want to see? What did they want to see in that Sabres game, playing Liljegren up with Riley again? Like, what is that?
I have no idea.
Like, that's not going to be a pair. That's not going to be a pair in the playoffs.
I don't know but are they trying to see in case of injury, they're trying to get some stuff going? Like, who's going to do this? If we have to play so-and-so, who plays good together? You know what I mean?
But if you're playing, okay,
guys go down.
I don't know. Anyway, I don't understand that. Some Sheldon Keefe, again, with just some weird things. Like, tonight he goes back with Labushkin and Riley. I thought again, I missed the first period. The second and third period, I thought Morgan Riley looked fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Labushkin looked great too. And guess what? Liljegren and Giordano, again, solid again. So quit fucking with shit. If something's working, why don't you just leave it for a fucking bit? You don't have to constantly, like, one loss or if you lose a period or things aren't going your fucking way, you don't have to always fucking switch everything, do you?
No.
Like, we know that there are some things that work. You don't need to always be switching away from it if it doesn't work for a period or two or even a game.
The funny thing is, it just seems to be Justin Holl. It's like they just want Justin Holl to work.
How do you put Holl back in after tonight? How do you do it?
He'll find a way.
Oh, fuck.
He'll find a way. They just keep forcing it. Go on Twitter, like talk to any Leaf fan. There's not a Leaf fan out there who's like, I want Justin Holl in the lineup.
No.
But the coach just keeps putting him in there, keeps digging it in, trying to find a way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Maybe tonight he'll. We did this. We're doing this right after the game, so I haven't heard Keefe's post game yet. So we'll see if that comment came up about Holl or not. But anyway, Lyubushkin scores his first as a Leaf. Nice goal. Lets her rip from the point. Nylander gets his second of the game, like literally a minute after, not even like half a minute after.
And this all happened like a minute after Carlson scored.
Yeah. Like this, all of a sudden the Leafs just started
wide open.
They exploded. They fucking exploded in the second period, like
exploded.
massive explosion. Nylander gets his 30th goal of the year. Mikheyev scores. Then Bunting gets his second goal of the game, and they just fucking were ripping it home. 4-1. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-1 at that point was the lead. The Caps cut it to 6-2. Mikheyev gets his second of the game in the third period, his 17th of the season. Keep in mind, he didn't play until fucking December, and then he missed another 2 weeks with COVID. Mikheyev's basically played half the season. He scored 17 goals. The guy would be pushing 35 if he was healthy for the full fucking season. So he'd be right there with Nylander, on pace with Nylander for goals. That's impressive shit, man. Yeah. Mikheyev has been absolutely incredible.
He doesn't get the power play time. He doesn't get the ice time that those guys get, and he's still doing it. It's awesome.
So anyway, so Mikheyev gets 2 goals. Bunting gets 2 goals. Nylander gets 2 goals, and Lyubushkin gets his first as a Leaf. The Caps get one. The Caps get one late, but the Leafs beat them 7-3. Tavares 3 assists this evening, and a bunch of guys with 2-point nights. Riley, Nylander, Mikheyev, Matthews, Lyubushkin, Engvall, Bunting. Marner pops in there with an assist as well. Now, I thought on one of the Caps goals, Muzzin looked terrible. Like, I think, was it the Carlson? No, I don't know if it was the Carlson goal.
The Carlson goal, Muzzin was standing still.
Just standing still, right? So, I don't know. Like, and he missed last game too, right? So, what's his deal? Another little injury that's not concussion related?
I think him and Campbell aren't 100%. I don't think they're 100% yet, and I think, I don't know, load management? Managing the loads?
Dude, they've got 8. What do they have now left? 5, 6. They've got 8 games left. It's time to, Campbell hasn't played a lot. Jake Muzzin hasn't played a lot. These guys need to start playing, man. It's almost fucking go time.
Yeah.
Like, how do you manage? There's certain guys you're gonna want to manage the load here, but I don't know if those two with 8 games left, Campbell and Muzzin, I don't know if those are 2 of the guys where you want to manage the load. I think you want them to be fucking lots of load. Lots and lots of loads.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
what are you saving it for now for those 2?
Because if you give them too much loads, they can't take it. So they have a tendency to break down when the loads get to be too much. So I think you need to save it for when the load matters. Right?
Maybe so.
You ever done that? You ever just held the load for when it matters?
I don't like to do that. No, that's no fun, man. That's no fun for anyone, really. Like, you want to just let it rip, I think. Speaking of loads, now listen, this is nuts. I have to add this in here. I couldn't believe this when I saw this. Maybe last week I saw it. I meant to bring it up, and I don't have all the information in front of me. I'm just going off of what I remember. You know how they do 3D printing and shit?
Yeah.
Did you see the story where they're creating artificial sperm, 3D printing?
No.
They took
where do you find these stories?
Science, man. It's science. It's science.
Yeah, but it's like a niche of science that you're into. You're not talking about space or global warming or anything. You're always talking about like sperm, 3D sperm printing, and then you were talking about.
I've never talked about 3D sperm printing.
You were talking about something a couple podcasts ago, and you were like, "It's science. It's science." and I forget what it was, but it was something about dick and balls.
Dude, I just want to know where the future is going sexually.
Oh, okay.
I just want to know where things are going so that I can, stay in the loop with what's going on and like
Sex science.
Yeah, sex science, and let our audience know like what's going on. So apparently they took some testicular cells from maybe someone who has massive lows. I don't know. And they popped, I don't even know how 3D printing works, but whatever they did, they ended up coming up with sperms out of a 3D printer. They put them in a fucking petri dish. 8 days later, they've got living fucking sperm. Like, we're not talking blanks here. We're talking coated
from a 3D printer?
From a 3D fucking printer. Like,
but it was printed from a ball sack.
I don't know. There was cells. There was testicular cells involved to get the printing process going. And then it ends up, they print these fucking sperm. They go in a petri dish for however long. 8 days later, there's life there. So they're not like blank. They're not like shooting blank sperms. So this is like a revolution. This was in Canada too. So this is like a revolutionary thing. This could help a lot of, it's a funny story. Like they're just whatever, but this could help a lot of people that, can't get pregnant or whatever. You don't want to go to the sperm bank and just, get one from a guy that went in there and fucking tugged one out.
Go to a 3D printer shop?
Yeah, then I don't know. So
you just like go into Staples and get a...
I don't know, man. It's in the first opening stages, but anyway.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, so we'll see. I'll give a little I'll try to get some more info on that and give a little follow-up later. But Austin Matthews ends up getting his 100th point of the season and his 101. He ends up getting 101 here, his 101st point of the season tonight as well. 2-point night for him. So he's still sitting on 58 though. We got 8 games left. I think the 70 thing probably out of reach, but with this guy, who knows? But 60 for sure, but maybe realistically now more like 65.
Yeah, 65 would be the ultimate.
67.
You're pushing it. I mean, I don't think he'll get to 70. He might get to 68. Maybe somewhere between 68 and 70. Maybe. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man. Okay, so we'll get anything else you want to go over tonight? Just a little post game, like anything else you want to bring up?
We're working at the kinks. Yeah, Jay says Holl's got some dirt on Keith.
I don't know. He must.
Dale said that. Dale said there's something going on in the background last podcast, but I don't know what it is. But if that's the only thing I take away from this game. They played amazing, everything. How can you fuck with that D pairing? How can you fuck with it? Keep Justin Holl out of the lineup.
100% agreed. Like, yeah, I thought it has something to do with hand jobs. And it might though. It might. Did you say it does not?
It does not.
Well, it might.
But I can't confirm or deny, but I think
it might. Like, I don't know.
It might.
I just think that it does. But okay, anyway, before we go, I know you wanted to keep it short, so we will keep it short. We'll get out of here. We should take a quick second, because this will be up as a full podcast, episode 144. We should take a quick second to hear from one of our new sponsors before we go. We'll come back, say hello to the Easter Bunny, and queue up Easter weekend and the next game, when we'll be back, and then we'll get out of here. But before we go, don't you think we should hear from going into the Easter weekend? It might be a little festive time for many, spending with their families. We should probably hear from one of our new sponsors, don't you think?
I hope it's the Eagle.
Hey, baby, who else could it be?
All right, let's roll that.
Hi, Ed Belfour here, Belfour Spirits.
Making some of the best whiskey in the world. We've been at this for 5 years, going on 6 years. And this is family operated. We go to work every day. We work on every aspect of this business. We take great pride, at watching people drink our whiskey and that big smile on their face. Like, wow, this is really, really good. That's what's so awesome, is when you see those people loving your whiskey. And it's like when I played a game and at the end of the game, they're chanting my name. We just want to make really great tasting whiskey, and that's our goal. And as it ages, it's only going to get better. We're very proud of that.
Buy a bottle and I'll sign it for you. Buy 2, I'll help you drink the second one. Have a great day.
There's nobody better than Eddie. There's nobody better than Eddie to you.
The Tip In Maple Leafs podcast brought to you by Belfour Spirits, the official drink of the Tip In.
Buy one, he'll sign it. Buy two, he'll help you drink the second one.
And then shit is going to get crazy loose with Eddie Belfour. But anyway, so it's Easter weekend. We got the Sens on Saturday in Ottawa. Who knows how that's going to go, playing down to their opponents. I'm not expecting much. And then the Islanders back home on Sunday night, back-to-back. Goaltending, I guess it doesn't matter. Do you play Jack in Ottawa? What do you do?
I would probably Shalgren, Ottawa, Campbell, Islanders.
At home against the Islanders? Yeah?
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it really matters at this point.
Yeah, no.
You could play either one, do whatever you want. I think it's just load management, baby.
Yep,
We're managing the loads for the next couple weeks.
So here's a question for you. Like the Easter Bunny, this has been bothering me. I don't know why I just thought of this. Like the Easter Bunny and Easter eggs is like always been a thing, right? Kids go on the Easter egg hunt, whatever. Like,
Yep.
Bunnies, I hope I don't sound like an idiot here, but I might. Because I don't know. I think I know, but I'm not sure. Bunnies don't lay eggs, right? No, they don't.
No, I don't think they do.
No, they don't. Bunnies have baby bunnies. They like give birth like
lots of them.
or what?
Lots of them.
Yeah. Like they're popping out like gremlins. Remember gremlins? Like get wet and they just start fucking popping out everywhere.
Yeah,
remember the movie Gremlins? Love that.
I love that movie, but yeah, because the old saying, right? Like fuck like bunnies.
Fuck like bunnies.
Because like bunnies fuck a lot.
Right. They don't lay eggs.
No, they don't lay eggs.
So how did the Easter egg and the Easter bunny come to be a thing? How did that come to be a thing? Anybody know?
That is a good question. What is the origin of the Easter bunny? Like we get Christmas and Saint Nick and Santa Claus and he brings presents and there's presents under the tree.
Like,
yeah, okay.
Bunnies and eggs? I don't understand the
why
correlation.
Why is it not the Easter duck? Or like the Easter chicken?
The Easter duck. Do ducks lay eggs? Yes.
Yeah, ducks lay eggs.
Yes, the Easter
chickens
duck.
lay eggs. I don't know why the fuck it's a bunny. Maybe do bunnies lay eggs? Does anybody know on this live stream if bunnies lay eggs?
I don't think they do, man. I don't think so. No, they don't. No, bunnies don't lay eggs, man. There's no way. No.
Have you ever had a bunny?
Yeah.
Did it lay
long time ago? Well, it was a male bunny.
I don't know. Fuck.
But and no, he never laid an egg. But anyway, so if anyone knows, let us know because I would like to get to the bottom of that. But I just think it's weird. Like I don't know how the Easter egg thing and the Easter bunny became a thing. Like I don't know. It's just weird. But anyway. Okay, so post games, like let us know if you want to join us. We'll probably be back here Sunday night doing another post game recap of the New York Islanders Toronto Maple Leafs game right after the game, post game Sunday night. Is that what we're gonna do? Is that the plan?
Yeah. We'll do that, and then we'll probably do a regular podcast for a couple weeks. But we're working out the kinks because come playoff time, we are going to be doing a quick post game after every game. We're going to come on here at the live stream. The podcast will be available right after. It's going to be great. And Dennis says, let's start Easter Cougars.
Oh, there is the thing. Hey, we got our first podcast title from a listener, I think, tonight. First podcast title from a listener.
Easter
Cougars. Love it. Thanks, man. That is absolutely fucking brilliant.
Check it out. That's going to be the podcast title for
absolutely brilliant
tomorrow.
All right, everybody. Have a good Easter. And
I would wake up early if there were Cougars hiding.
Oh my God. Fuck the eggs. Easter. The Easter Cougars here. Oh my God.
Just leaving trail of cigarette ashes all over the house.
Kids, the Easter Cougars here. There's empties and
laying in the windowsill.
There's empties and cigarette butts all over the place.
For the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast, on Twitter at the Tip In Podcast. Hit up our YouTube channel at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. Hit like, hit subscribe, and then check out our live streams here after Sunday, after the Islanders game on Sunday, we're going to be doing another live one. And then anytime we do a podcast, come playoff time, like we said, every game, post-game, right here on our YouTube channel. Until next time, we will.
Go Leafs, go. Let's get a couple wins this weekend, boys. And hey, if you're at home, you're with the family, whatever you're doing this Easter weekend, why don't you grab yourself some Belfour Spirits, hide the Easter eggs, and
Hide the Easter Cougars.
And fuck like bunnies. We'll catch you guys later Sunday night. We'll catch you later. Happy Easter, everybody. Catch you later.
Happy Easter.